So the Lakers have always been your team. That's pretty much been the household team for the fan.
Yeah, that's been the household team. That's always been the household team, man. And I was indoctrinated into it as a young child. Man, you can't choose anybody else when your whole family Laker fans. You feel me? So, and then I came in during the Kobe era, so that was the golden years, right? Since he was drafted as a rookie in 96, 97, man. So I got to see the whole growth experience, like everything. And of course, you're going to be engulfed into that, right? I got to see when we acquired Shaquille O'Neal, the whole thing, the whole enchilada, man. So it was a beautiful thing, beautiful time to grow up watching basketball and just sports in the household.
What impact? Because I'm in Baltimore, so I'm on the other side of the map. But what impact when you're on the West Coast or from the West Coast, and when you have a guy like Kobe Bryant who has so much of an impact on people's lives, even just as a fan, what impact did Kobe have on you personally, just from a fan?
I'll tell you this, man. My whole family loved Kobe Bryant. Like when he passed, God rest his soul, man. My mom was in tears.
Right.
It's almost like he was a part of the family growing up. We watch a young man grow up and become a man, and I took a lot out of the pages in his book, man. As far as developing a killer mindset and just being the incredible person on and off the court that he was. And my favorite thing about him is he never gave a damn what the haters had to say.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way. I'm built similar because, growing up with a single household, you can't really give a damn. Some people feel sorry for you. Some people look down on you. Some people try to put you down. But you got to be strong. You got to always keep pushing forward. And Kobe Bryant was the only celebrity I ever looked up to. I never looked up to anybody else. And I still don't, just because of his work ethic and his passion that he had for the
Right.
game. It's almost like he was an extension of how we felt off the court about the Lakers. He would leave his heart and soul on the floor every single game. It didn't matter if it was preseason, postseason, midseason. You know what I'm saying? Like
Amen.
if
Amen.
Kobe was still alive in his prime for the in-season tournament, I promise you he'd be going for that thing every single year while other people are making fun of it, right? So,
That's a fact. That's a fact. Michael too, I believe. I believe Michael too. I don't
yep,
believe Michael will want to lose an end season tournament, not at all.
yep.
So that is an interesting point. When we talk about Coach Darvin Ham, man, like I don't even know where to begin. I swear, I really don't know where to begin. It feels like he's one of those guys that, for whatever reason, definitely does not want to ever stop the game. He keeps all his timeouts in his back pocket. Like, I'll be just wondering, what does this guy be thinking? Like, when we had that play at the end of the game that took 20 minutes for them to finally decide last night, I know that was killing Darvin Ham, because it's like he never wants to take time out in the game. And when we just talk about his decision making, he has been such a liability for this team. It's ridiculous. And people want to always argue with me, man. You got to give him time to grow. He's the new head coach. He took you to the Western Conference Finals last season, and I'm like, man, I'm not going to say that he took us any damn where. You know what I'm saying? Look who we had on our team last year, and this year he's just getting exposed because there haven't been any improvements. The same complaints we have in this season is the same ones we had last year from Darvin Ham. And to me, the clock is ticking.
It is. It is. And I'll tell you what, with Darvin, if he doesn't make the playoffs this year, he deserves to get canned
Yeah.
instantly. Like the thing about him is I realized, man, and I noticed this the game we played versus what was it, Milwaukee. He called the right timeouts and he substituted the defensive players when we were playing defense. And then on the offensive end, he put in the offensive players. So he can actually coach. You know what I'm saying? He can
Right.
actually coach. Problem with him is, I believe, this is just my theory. He's stubborn. He's super stubborn as a head coach, and he sticks to his own, whatever the metaphor is, whether it's like letting the play. You're not Phil Jackson, fam. You know what I'm saying? So don't let him play through it. You actually got to call a timeout and change the momentum up. And that's why I think a lot of fans get frustrated with, man, because he allows teams to go on 10-0 runs, 15-0 runs before he's even before he's even calling the timeout. And so I see somebody say, can him today.
Yeah.
Um, Laker fans are frustrated. They're frustrated and rightfully so, because we haven't seen any improvement as a head coach. When he first got hired, I was like, okay, he's young. He's going to grow with the team. He's going to get better as time progresses. So I'm going to give him time. I saw some things I didn't like year one, like going small ball, man. Everybody knows playing Anthony Davis at the 5 hasn't been working, right? We won a championship with him at the 4, right? And so to me, it's just nothing but stubbornness. They've given him the bigs. I remember last year he had Mo Bamba, he had Tristan Thompson, who, by the way, there's no
Yeah.
excuse to not play him because he has playoff experience and he's somebody even LeBron was familiar with.
Champion. That's right.
So
That's right.
I think the front office has done the opposite of what they did with Frank Vogel. See, because with Frank Vogel, there was rumors that they didn't allow him to play his lineups and rotations. They stepped in and said, okay, you need a two big man lineup here. With this coach, I believe from the beginning they were hands off. They allowed him to hire his own staff. They allowed him to do whatever he wanted, and these are the results of allowing him to do whatever he wants. I don't think he was ready for the head coaching position. If anything, he might be a much better assistant coach because a lot of the times when it's time to call a timeout or challenge a play, I see him looking to the sidelines. You know what I
Right.
mean? You
Right.
should be as a head coach. You
You
should
should be
know.
confident and know what you're doing. That's right. That's a
Yeah.
fact. But where, bro, does this cachet come from? Where does this bravado come from? I understand that he won a championship as part of the staff with Milwaukee, but he, unless I'm forgetting something, hasn't proven anything to be getting the green light or to have an organization like Los Angeles, in my opinion, appeals to him, as much. Like when he talk about the support that he gets from the front office, he gives me the impression that he may actually be here for at least another year or two. Like I don't really know what's up with the front office, the relationship with them and Darvin Ham, but even though he has the right to get time to develop, grow, what have you, every coach I believe has that right. But you also have to be in that certain situation. This is not the right team for that. You are not
Exactly.
coaching the type of players for this. Is LeBron James. The window is closing on LBJ. We do not have time for this. And like you said, this stubbornness that he's bringing to the table. D'Angelo Russell, brought it up in the media last week about his relationship and how it played out last year with him not being able to talk to him and the relationship he had with other players. And I just don't understand where Darvin Ham gets this bravado from to not have a resume of really consistently winning at this level.
Yeah. You know what it is that I noticed the Lakers front office, they went one route. They try to get experience, right? So they brought in some experienced guys. One of the first guys was Byron Scott. He had great, tremendous experience, obviously, with the New Jersey Nets, with the Charlotte Hornets. He had experience. So they brought him in. Unfortunately, that was like a rebuild era for the Lakers. So there was nothing there.
Nothing.
And then they tried to get a younger coach, right? They went with Luke Walton. Luke Walton was another one of these guys that really didn't put in the work. And they just handed him the reins, and he proved he wasn't a head coach in this league. Now he doesn't have a job as a head coach in this league, right?
Right.
And so that was another one. And then they decided to go with somebody with more experience, with Frank Vogel. That was a little bit more of the right selection.
For the latest and greatest on your Los Angeles Lakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate the support. Follow us on social media at Lakerland Show and join our Playback TV room for our free VIP access to our Lakers watch parties and, of course, the Lakerland podcast. That's playback.tv/Lakerland.